And just like that, you cut allegiance with Nirvana?
It was a decision I had to make for our people.
For our people? Dragorn, how else are we to be seen now? That was our last chance.
Learn life to forgive an old fool like myself when he makes a mistake. So they are finally going through with it. Another tragedy. And so the world will turn once more.
Who are you?
You can see me.
What reason would someone like you want with someone like me, if you're someone with the power you've described?
My friend, power that isn't used is simply a waste. Why, a lamenter of those in lamenting would be remiss if he squandered an opportunity to assist a poor soul. Think about it. Power once held over mortals, their engines reliant on the steam to move them to their destiny. Wouldn't you like to have that once again? My friend, you could be a pioneer. A new wave of mortals knowing the power of the great god Steve. Maybe we can workshop the name. Give you like a title or something.
You could provide a future like this for me?
Well, yes and no. I have the power to make it so, but the powers that be have said that I can't do a mass alteration of humanity's growth like that.
The powers that be? You mean the abstracts?
Ha! No.
So then what can you give?
Opportunity, my friend. I can't make people do what they don't want to do, but consider the power an abstract would afford you. Why, you could have the potential to bring a new era of steam-powered monstrosities. Complete with gaudy top hats and leather goggles, of course.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested, but what kind of price would this opportunity cost?
Oh, it's a simple price, really. All I need from you is to pick one person you would want to outlive.
Pardon?
That's right, kiddo. This deal's a two-parter. See, I feel torn up for not being able to do more for you than open a door. So you've got a choice to make. One person that you will outlive. Of course, the caveat is that you can't kill them yourself.
And their life won't be shortened by outside forces?
Nope, 100% kosher standard life.
I see. I think I have someone in mind. I would like...
Shh. No need to spill the obvious beans for the audience at home, Steve. I know who you got in mind.
Just like that?
Just like that.
I was expecting a bit more fanfare.
Why, that should be reserved for the award ceremony, if you happen to make it, kiddo.
Alright, you said you were going to give me an opportunity? What do you have to offer?
Fair is fair. Pull up another beer, Stevie boy. I got a couple things to tell you about our mutual friend, Belladeth Tyron. Play your cards right, and you'll find yourself in a nice, shiny seat in the Round 2 roster.
Are you sure you want to be here? Considering my current reputation, anything that could be seen as rude would best be avoided. That being said, I don't think I've ever seen architecture quite this utilitarian. Yeah, that's pretty standard for Deus. There's gonna be a lot of gods and mortals from different dimensions here. Think you can stand your own? Come now. If there's something I've learned from navigating court galas, parties, and war meetings, it's how to conduct myself in public. I will need you, though, if I need some quick information. If that's alright with you. That is why I'm here. Do you think it would be wise to make an entrance? Nothing flashy, but make sure somebody knows you're here. Shouldn't be too hard. Right. Let's do this then. Seems a little more tense than it should be. As you can understandably predict, a lot of individuals here aren't here for the benefit of others. Indeed. It's like putting a bunch of angry cats into a room together. What are the odds of someone trying to pull something? With the abstracts watching, they can plan and connive, but they know if they try something, their spot is lost, along with their reputation, likely. That being said, there is no need to be buddy-buddy. That would make sense. Getting ideas. It's a scouting zone. Actually, come to think of it, Amorti said that the results would be in a few days. Why invite both winners and losers to an after-party to wait on results when they should be clear already? You pick up fast. So the round isn't over yet. Given the situation we're in, I'd say it's likely they're seeing how we conduct ourselves in victory or defeat. Humility and a clear head are more valuable than a strong arm. I thought you said you wouldn't be cryptic. Force of habit, though this does present a fortunate opportunity for you. What do you mean? Baladeth, it's obvious you're still torn up about how Jack played you. The decision is up to you, of course, but if the sole purpose for you being here has been removed, then would you really want to stay? You are right, but it will have to take some consideration. It's not just me in the hole, after all. Just make sure what you're doing is what you want to do. If you need me, just say my name. And where are you going? Just going to tug at the strings of fate a little bit. You're still being cryptic.
Rough time?
You could say something like that. You're my opponent from the competition.
Steve, God of Steam.
Baladeth Tyron, it's a pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine. Mind if I take a seat?
By all means.
I have to admit, you did good out there. I wasn't expecting the turnaround, but a body made of fire does have its perks, right?
Only some.
Something on your mind?
Nothing important.
Let me guess. Wondering why you're here in the first place? Stuck in a group of strangers far enough away from home to realize you're out of your element?
Well, you're certainly observant.
Well, it's written all over your face.
Let's put a pin in that particular conversation topic.
Poor timing, I know.
Truth is, I've spent so much time at the top, I didn't think I'd ever be in a position to lose something important again.
You're a death god, right?
Hardly. More a half-assed replace for the real deal.
My protege was telling me about that. You used to be immortal.
Yeah.
Then you understand loss on a more intimate level than most.
I dare say you're fairly close to that as well.
Pardon?
I can sense it on you. I mean the amount of death that surrounded you. I didn't want to make a point of it, but at least I know I'm not alone.
Why don't you tell me about it?
You sure?
Why suffer alone, right?
I suppose you've got a point there. Pardon me, Ford.
Oh, it is no Wait, what?
You bored?
It's you, from the competition. I was...
Relax. I already know what you're doing.
No, look, I can explain.
I'm not gonna tattle. I just came to talk. You've been peeking. I think it'd be wise to pull your web from my associate. Seeing through his eyes is a rather intense experience.
Why?
That's a broad question.
Why to him? To them? They're all mortals. All the same.
Who can say? They all have their reasons to be, good and bad.
Is this what my family meant when...
No, that's because your family's a group of self-centered idiots.
How would you know?
Because I'm the one who ends up having to clean up messes.
But...
You've only now seen mortals through the eyes of someone at their worst. It's a humbling reminder, but I would say you have yet to see them at their true peak.
You've seen such a sight?
Every god of death's seen so much. In a way, that's what makes it beautiful, no? Gods are always caught in their duty, work, what have you. Mortals have to figure it out themselves. They have the potential for great and terrible things. But I'm not one to talk about such things. You want to know more? There's someone down there who can tell you all about it.
What about Steve?
Steve can go suck a lemon. This is your journey to godhood, not his.
That's a lot to unpack.
It is what it is.
I'm sorry about what happened to your wife.
Oh, if love alone could have saved her.
What brought you here, Baladeth?
To Nirvana?
To this tournament. From the whispers I heard, you made quite a scene.
That'd likely be the mortal left in me. I got heated and thought I was the only one to save the world.
What a pair we make, huh? This tournament, it's... ignorant.
You don't care for it either?
We're talking about the fate of the universe, right? The decision should take more consideration.
Well, at least someone here is speaking sense.
Someone has to, right?
What does being a god mean to you, Steve?
I have a job, a responsibility. It transcends my wants for the sake of others. I can't afford to rest on idle hands while people need me.
Well, you have a leg ahead of me then.
Everything alright, Baladeth?
I never wanted godhood, you know.
I could figure as much.
You never know how much you'd miss mortality until you finally lose it.
You miss mortality?
Of course, I was never meant to live like this.
You have power now. The chance to do anything.
And when I've done everything, trapped in this form,
Form?
this body, it's not mine. It moves just too off. It feels just too different. It's a pale imitation of who I am. No, this body is not mine. And now I'm in this tournament. People already see me as a usurper of power. My display did little to change that idea, so I stand on the precipice of a decision I need to make.
What kind of decision?
I don't want the throne of the abstracts. One title is enough for me.
You'd give it up?
If I met the right person, I would in a heartbeat.
Then who would be the right person?
I think I might recognize you.
Yeah.
You're not a god, are you?
No, I am not.
So, what are you?
Something different.
What does that mean?
Nothing to concern yourself over.
You're like that one Steve talked to.
You saw that, huh?
He was different. Like you.
A word of advice, child. You should keep your head on your shoulders and trust not the hand that knows your station.
Where are you going?
To talk with someone different.
I feel like that was needlessly cryptic.
I get told that a lot.
I understand that my current station grants me an opportunity, but I have played my hand and it has failed me. Perhaps it's someone new that I need to give it to. Steve, do you want the throne of an abstract?
I don't know. There are so many other gods before me more deserving,
Then I won't pass it to you.
What?
If I were to pass it to someone, they would have to want it more than anything. It takes more than good intentions to claim something like this. Forever is a long time. Uncertainty is not rewarded.
Just like that?
The fate of the universe should rest with someone who knows who they are. I am sorry, Steve. I cannot give my position away to you.
Are you serious?
What?
For an arbitrary reason like that, you're refusing to throw me a bone? Come on, man!
Steve, I need you to calm down.
Calm down? You gotta be joking right now! Who in their right mind would calm down after a bomb like that?
It is my choice to make.
Yeah, because you're so good at making those, right? Why don't we just ask your wife what your decisions usually lead to?
That is enough.
I won't let you take my only chance at life away that easily. Wait, please! You don't have to do this! I'm sorry!
I have to thank you, Steve. You've reminded me why exactly I'm doing this. Apparently there are charlatans and liars in every walk of life.
Looks like you had fun.
We're done here. I don't think I need another display like that tarnishing my reputation any further.
Glad to see you're sure of yourself now.
More than I was before, at least.
We have multiple reports that you attacked Baladeth first after your outburst. There is no point in lying to us.
It wasn't my fault!
I have a hard time seeing that.
What would you have done in my position? You're not the ones knocking on death's door. He said it would take simple manipulation, that his heart was as soft as it could get.
And who told you that? For your sake, it would be wise to answer, lest we make that knock a bit more than metaphorical.
He said he was a giver of simple choices.
Answer now.
He said his name was Jack.
So he started sinking his teeth further into our affairs. What is his game, then?
I have no idea. His actions are too erratic for me to follow.
We'll have to find a pattern to them soon. If he got his hands on a god-killer, there'd be no telling what would happen. Gentlemen, keep your guard up. This is likely not the end of his game. You're lucky we don't put you out of your misery after a stunt like that. All of Nirvana will know what you were willing to do.
Well, dodged a bullet on that one, didn't you?
You! You did this! Your deal fell through. I didn't get to advance at all!
Steam Summer Sales event, all I said was that I would give you an opportunity. It's not my fault that you shat the bed at the bottom of the ninth.
And what now? My reputation is destroyed. I'll be lucky if I can even find a cardboard box to sleep in before the gods of death take me.
Now hold up, Steve. You're forgetting the second part of our deal. You remember that kid you chose to outlive?
You mean that it...
Come on, dude. You called out the man's decision that got his wife killed. You think he would have spared you any other day of the year? You got what you wanted, boyo. You'll live so long as our toddler friend draws breath. But now everyone will know what you've done, who you've decided to associate with. You'll find very quickly that eternity is a very long time when no one in the world wants you. I'll leave you with some parting advice, boyo. There are worse things than death that can happen to a person.
So I take it your scouting mission didn't go too well.
On the contrary, I would say it went swimmingly. I learned a few valuable lessons today.
So then what have you decided?
I'm going through with the tournament. If there are more snakes in the grass, I can't afford to sit idly by. My decision will come when this is over.
Glad to see you've come out of your funk. If you're serious about going through with this, then I suppose it's time to give you a full crash course. Just know that from here on out, you'll be put on the line with beings just as powerful as you. You will likely not come out of this unscathed.
Bring them on. I'm ready.